Because I say we're gonna talk about it. You on Twitter? Are you trying to embrace the muscle mommy? Somebody call you a muscle mommy out here? Let me enlarge you on
Uh,
the screen so they can see you. Did someone call
oh,
you
me
a
and my
muscle?
big head. Oh, geez.
How does a human say it? Let me save you the extra little dialogue. Like, this is my point.
Miss Harleen Lopez. She's a spiteful brute. I don't know if you know about her. She's about in the northeast area. You know what I'm saying? She's a muscle mommy. Um,
Okay, okay.
she named herself that. I told her we was gonna talk about it. I looked it up. So a muscle mommy has been doing rounds on social media. A phrase adopted by women who take pride in their muscular physique and strength. It's
Period.
typically referred to someone who engages in regular strength training, powerlifting, or bodybuilding exercises, resulting in a well developed physique with visible muscle definition. It's also used as a title to symbolize empowerment and confidence, emphasizing women's strength and physical prowess. The person we have with us then is a muscle mommy, Harleen Lopez, the spiteful brute. Whenever she want to join
So
us,
much pressure for no reason. How you guys doing?
how you doing? Why is that pressure?
Just listen, it was the internet that said that, not necessarily me. But I do like the positive message that comes with it, so I'll take it.
Okay, Harleen. Well, we had you on since we had you on. You've been out here beating people up and everything. So I just want to know how's 2023 been going for you, ending for you.
It's been pretty well. Well, it went pretty well, I would say. Beginning of the year, I didn't really have like any direction when it came to my wrestling or my career and stuff. I was just doing it. I came in, I was passionate as hell about it, but I had no real direction or like where like necessarily the promotion to go to or whatever. But then once I started getting out there, I started, showing up. I started working for Ring Crew. I started talking to the right people. I'm on these shows, and I'm like, is this right? Like, something doesn't seem right here, you know? But it went really well, I would say. And probably like I've hit so many goals and so many dreams that I wouldn't even think of in my like first year and a half. So I'm really happy about that.
A year and a half in. If they don't know, could you tell them where you're training out of?
Yeah, so right now I'm training out of the Worldwide Dojo. That's run by the world famous cheeseburger and preacher. I'm also training down at Catch Point that just opened up recently. So that's with Drew Gulak and Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
So Nicole, I don't think you've ever talked to Harleen. You got a question for her? This here.
I do really quick, before I have to skedaddle for a second. Hi, nice meeting you.
How's it going? Nice to meet
Thank
you.
you. Thanks for coming on here. So it was interesting because again, I am slightly familiar because again, you're part of the early class of the people at Catch Wrestling. So how obviously with you bouncing back between two different schools, how is that environment been? Because I'm assuming obviously with Gulak being there, that's a lot more technical face focus. So what are kind of like the main things that have surprised you from both schools, or what are the two or some of the fundamentals that are completely different that you've been able to really hone in as you're on from each of those places?
Right. So originally I started down at the Wrestle Factory. So that was way
Hmm.
before like Chikara closed and everything, all the situation that happened with that. So I moved my like basically like the beginning of my training over to Worldwide Dojo, and Berger was amazing like with teaching like the basics and the technique and making sure you get those reps in. Like he's probably one of the best teachers out there right now. And those are like basically whenever I want to get like my extra reps in and whenever I want to like get my conditioning up and stuff like that, I go there. With Catch Point, they are incredible teachers as well. They more so hone into like what is your arsenal right now, what are you doing right now, and then just kind of like perfect like the imperfections like in between like your game basically. So they are basically like my mentors when I'm like I want to seek more to my game, where it's like I want to expand my arsenal, or I want to like learn a new move, or I want to learn, how to structure this type of particular man. I want to get reps into that. Their technique in teaching a lot of technical stuff is incredible because uh they like to put us in there more so without like any type of free structure, I would say. More so like, okay, bell ring, go at it, like because I have like an amateur wrestling background and I love that type of stuff where it's just like go in there, like, shoot the shit, see what could happen. And sometimes you create magic like that. So that's why I love that type of environment.
That's amazing. Especially that they obviously are in a they give you like a safe environment to kind of, like attack and like, figure out what works for you. But for having a amateur, obviously I'm glad that you touched on having a lot of an amateur background. How was the transition from you? Because a lot of times, like sometimes we feel like obviously that might be a little bit easier for our amateur folks to kind of like jump over to other line, but sometimes it can be a little bit harder because there are vast differences. So how was that transition for you?
Um, I would say it was more so easier because like growing up, I was not necessarily more so like in the best shape. Like I was in out of shape kid. Like I like my sugar, my candy. Like I would eat junk food all the time, and I never really did anything athletic growing up until I hit high school. So that's when I started the amateur wrestling, and they put you through the ringer. They make sure your conditioning is up, your cardio is up, your strength training is up, and for me, that put me in like better shape and more having more confidence to stepping foot in a wrestling ring, if that makes sense.
Yes.
So even though like I went in there and I don't know anything about pro wrestling, like first day, number one, I felt confident because like I wasn't getting blown up. I wasn't like, you know, didn't feel like I was like falling behind, if that makes sense. So that made it a little bit easier for me. But if anything, a lot of the amateur wrestling training that you are taught and a lot of like the techniques you are taught there help with pro wrestling, if that makes sense. A lot of like
Yeah.
the holds, the transitions, like how to like maneuver your body around. Like it's just I don't recommend it enough, if that makes sense. Or it's like if you have the opportunity to train like amateur wrestling in your high school or your middle school, do it. If your goal is to do pro wrestling, it helps tremendously.
I love that. So I got one more question before I kick it over to Trey and I pop out of here for a moment. With amateur wrestling, I know especially way back when I was in high school, we had like a really great went to state quite often. Obviously, it's very male dominated amateur sport. So how was that for you? Because I'm assuming it was probably a very male dominated atmosphere, not only it being male dominated, but also you being a woman of color as well. So how was you navigating during being having those things? I don't want necessarily stacked against you, but sort of have those working with you while being in an environment like that.
When I first started amateur wrestling down in high school, at least my high school, we didn't have any girls teams. Like there was barely any girls team around our area. I
Hmm.
feel like there was more so like more, where like West Virginia area, stuff like that, they had started doing girls teams, but where I was, no girls teams whatsoever. And it wasn't until my senior year they finally were just like, we'll give like, the girls a chance or something. So that's when I was a part of the first like the national like all girls women's tournament that there was going on at the time. So I didn't get too far because I sadly did get injured during that tournament. My very last
Oh,
tournament, can you believe that? The bad luck. But just training wise, when it came to amateur wrestling in high school, they kind of just treated me like the guys. If you're showing up and you're putting in the work for it, like they'll treat you like one of the guys, and they recognize that because I was putting in 120%, even if I like first 2 years didn't know what the hell I was doing. They respected the fact that I was putting in the work and I was showing up every day and I was just grinding it out with them. Because like if one person's falling behind, we're all falling behind. So
yes. All right, well, awesome. Well, again, thank you so much. Sorry for slightly crashing the interview, and thank you so much for answering my questions. And I'm
yeah,
gonna
of course.
kick this back down to Trey, and I'm just gonna be in the background slightly.
Not saying she crashed it. Nicole was
Crash
crazy.
anything.
You know what I'm saying? I like the question she asked. She asked about the training over there with Gulak now. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Cause
Everyone wants to know about it,
yeah, I be
Oh, I
seeing
always
you.
want to make sure everybody's getting trained right.
huh? Yes, that's important. Oh my God, I'm not gonna get into that one.
Cause I be seeing you in the ring. You know when you wrestling people and everything. You be hitting them submissions on people. You like to break people. That's what you
Oh
do.
yeah.
Like you okay? What's up with that? You taking out anger when you get in the ring?
I So the spiteful Root, whenever she walks into a wrestling ring, there is so much built-in frustration and anger because she truly believes that the world has wronged her in so many ways. So I say every single one of her opponents is just, they're doomed, basically.
Doom. Let's talk about Doom.
Yeah. I feel like it's
You
the best way to put it.
you got a tag team match coming up.
I do. Hmm.
What's your name? The Spiteful. What was it? You and Katie Arquette. Is that Katie Arquette? I don't know.
So I'm tagging with Shannon Levangie tomorrow. It's going to be down in LVAC, so that's Lehigh Valley Athletic Council. We didn't create the name, by the way. I'll put that out there, but it's
Hey,
very creative. Very creative.
I thought y'all created that name. They just
No,
put
but
that
hey, but people like it. People like it. I'll take at least like 5% of the credit then.
5%. So have we had you on, I believe, about September. Since that time, have more people been reaching out to you?
I've had a few reach out. Yes. I was down. I think I have the timeline wrong because it was September, right? That was last on here.
About
A
September.
lot of people have reached out. Most of them have been for like the next year coming up. And sadly, in January, I am taking a little break because the human body gets a little exhausted. So most of those bookings have come in January, sadly. So it's just bad timing all around.
Oh, it was October. So you taking a break? You just need some time off?
Just a little bit. I need to recover recover the muscles. I got to recover mentally because, honestly, I don't speak about it enough either, and I feel like more people should too. Mental health is very important for wrestling, and if you feel like you should have, take the time off just to like refresh, recover, do it. Which I feel like I needed because this last year I've been just grinding it out. I've been like, going to every show, even if I'm not put on the card. I'm going to majority of the shows that are nearby, so I feel like I just need to like relax, take a second, see what else is out there besides from wrestling, catch up on some movies, some TV shows, just relax a little bit, get back in my hibernation bubble.
Every year we usually do a show about mental health because it's a lot of people out here who just go strictly into it's nothing but wrestling going on and they don't see anything else and
Oh yeah,
tell
it's very
people,
much like tunnel vision for most of us.
yeah, it's like you got to take time and enjoy some other things. So enjoying things, what's some things you enjoy to do outside of wrestling, to take your mind off the wrestling for a bit?
Right. So my number one is obviously the gym. I feel like I'm always there. If I'm not at the gym, with my, home shaft gym situation I got going on with my dumbbells and my CrossFit training with just dumbbells. Besides from that, I love horror movies. Like I love doing that, binge watching those, and a lot of video games I have to catch up on because it's been like probably 2 years since I was like I was obsessed with video games. PC, whatever, PS5 console. I was obsessed. And now I'm just like I didn't have enough like this past year I had enough time to like do any of that. So I feel like I need to catch up on that too.
What games?
Which game? Oh God. So like I grew up on a lot of wrestling games sadly, so I have a bunch of those. I'm obsessed with the Resident Evil series. Like that is like my favorite series of all time. Resident Evil, I do a little bit of Halo here and there. It's not really the best game. Um, yeah, mostly those type of games. It's like any type of like RPG storytelling as well.
Yo, so make you some money. Listen, get you them Resident
Yeah.
Evil games, set you up with Twitch, and just sit on there and play. And just talk while you playing like everybody else, while you
Right.
relax and you making money. I'm just saying. And
Some
you,
people have suggested that to me, but I feel like I'm not entertaining enough to just be sitting there, just talking for like hours on end. So I'm very much like back and forth with myself about that.
you're not entertaining enough. Have you seen the promos that you be cutting? You have creativity out here. That's all you need. A little bit of that, and the rest to take you. I'm just saying,
Maybe,
think
maybe.
about
I'll
it.
think about it. Think about it for the new year.
Think
I'll
about
think
it.
about it.
Think
Takes a
about
lot of work,
it. Facts, facts. 2023, on your YouTube, you post your matches. You got a match premiering tomorrow, I believe. I think I saw earlier
Yes.
today.
That was my yeah. That was for Intergender Bonanza. That was I think it's a week ago at this point now, right? October. What day is it? It
Uh,
was a week ago. It was on IWTV, and I was had permission to upload it on my YouTube channel. So that was against Darian Hardway. I believe he goes by the Man of Steel, if I'm correct. He likes to change his nickname a lot. Yeah, it's probably like one of my favorite matches this year, honestly.
so because we're talking about 2023, you got the matches on your page. If the people haven't seen one of your matches, which one of your matches would you tell them to? Is at Harleen Lopez is her YouTube name. Go subscribe to that right now. Which one of the matches would you tell them to look at, even though they should watch them all?
Ooh, oh my God. I'll give them two recommendations. So two of my favorite matches that I have on there is the first one with Abby Jane. So that was at LVAC's Steel Stacks event. That's like the biggest annual show that they have every year, and we were lucky enough to be a part of that. She's probably like the longest slash closest friend I've had in wrestling, since I began training. That match is great. And then against Damaris Dawkins. So this was at like a local like independent show in not Philadelphia, Jersey, Pro Wrestling R. That was for her championship at the time because she was women's champion. And that's also one of my favorite matches. Like if I can wrestle Damaris Dawkins for the rest of my life, he's probably like the one of the three people I would want to wrestle my entire career because that's one of my favorite matches. So those two, Abby Jane and Damaris Dawkins.
So the Maris Doc is like your favorite rival right now.
Rival, frenemies, there's a lot of labels. But whenever I'm in the ring with her, I feel like it can be like we can come up with a lot of unique things. And also, it's easier to beat her up because she's very much a very good baby face.
Okay, okay. Let's go back to what we talked about at the beginning. Because I say we're gonna talk about it. You on Twitter? Are you trying to embrace the muscle mommy? Somebody call you a muscle mommy out here? Let me enlarge you on
uh,
the screen so they can see. Did someone call you
Me
a
and my
muscle?
big head. Oh, geez. Kind of. I don't know. Like I've always accepted the muscle part. I don't know about the mommy part yet. I get anxiety just typing it. Like I got a little anxiety just like typing it out. I'm like, should I post this or should I not? Whatever. It's posted. It's fine. Uh, but a few people have been saying that, and I'm just like, I guess I'll roll with it.
You got to embrace it all. Because when I saw you type it, I was like, oh, she trying to embrace it. So, let's get it out there. You know what I'm saying? Muscle mommy, it's you, it's Rhea Ripley. Who else we got out here as a muscle mommy? They say Raquel because she always showing her back.
Raquel.
Um,
I would say Ivy now. I'm big Ivy now fan.
Ivy now, Ivy now is yoked out here. Uh,
Hmm.
I'm gonna put Brooke Havoc out there because
Okay.
every time I see Brooke, I'll be like, Brooke is huge. Um, who else? It's probably a lot more out here, but yeah, you can put it on there. You got the back definition and everything. Get big out here. If you had to pick out some muscle mommies, if you say three people who you think are muscle mommies, who would you give the label to?
Well, of course, Rhea Ripley's at the top of my list. I absolutely love her. Ivy now, like I mentioned,
Mhm.
huge. Like, I'm such a fan of that physique. Like, she's literally freaking physique goals right now. Um, oh, another Ivy. There's an Ivy Malibu that is a local independent wrestler.
Yes,
Yeah, so I would say those three. Two
I
Ivies and Rhea Ripley.
I am tripping. I am disrespectful out here. I want to apologize to everybody watching. I forgot like a few muscle mommies out here, and it like just hit my head, and I am like, oh, Jade
Oh,
Cargill. You know what I'm saying? She got to be
yes,
a muscle
yes.
mommy. Camille. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? And they call it a brick house. Camille got to be a muscle mommy. Uh, Ashley Diambois to me is a muscle
yes.
mommy because
Huge fan of hers as well. Huge fan of her work. And also her
crazy.
physique. And her physique.
Yes. Uh, Yeah, her work is crazy too. She got a unique move set. I seen her live, and
Oh yeah.
she talking her her French, and then she go back to it, it's a great thing. Y'all could have a banger match. I think she almost ready. Put that on the list, people. I'm just saying,
Someone
I'm
get them out.
putting it out there for you. Who else? Let's see. I think that's about it. I know I'm missing somebody. No disrespect to nobody out here, but I know it's a few more out here. Um,
There is an independent wrestler named Amira. I'm blanking on her last name, but she comes out with some Jushin Thunder Lager inspired like singlet. Like I would say she's a muscle mommy as well. I don't know
Amira.
why I'm blanking on her last name though, but I am a fan of her work too.
Oh snap! I saw Amira during WrestleMania weekend.
Okay.
Yes, she's from. I think she's from like the northwest
I
area.
believe so, yes.
Amira like Squirreler or something. I might be
Yes.
lying.
Hmm.
Yeah, okay.
There
Yeah.
it is. Yeah, yeah. She has like a funny thing in her bio. I think she says she's a squirrel whisperer. Yes. That's how you remember her.
Yes, okay. I'll put her on there too. Yo, we gonna make a muscle mommy list now. You right here on We Love Wrestling Live, Harleen Lopez just inspired a muscle mommy list.
At
Yeah,
this point, take me off the list. I'm too short now. Like all these people have the physique and the height. I can't even compare. Just take
but
me off the list.
how tall are you?
So I'm 5'2". Yeah.
Stop it.
No, I'm 5'2". Listen, I'm too short.
Stop.
With the people you just named, I can't.
I knew you was 5'2", but when people see you and like your presence in the ring, you look way taller than 5'2".
Yeah, I get that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I think it's because my calves are small, but I don't know.
But muscle mommies can be 5'2" also. I mean, do we do we have to?
I'm just naming every excuse in the book the other
Yeah, yeah. Well, don't try to get off the list. Just embrace it. You know what I'm saying? Just take it. I mean, you posted it on Twitter or X, so just take it. Just go with it.
All right. We'll see.
2024. This, this make a T-shirt. Go all the way.
Oh man. Hey, no, I haven't made the announcement yet, but I do have new t-shirts coming out soon for the new year. So just keep an eye out for that.
Uh, you gonna be selling them at shows, or you got a website out here, or
Both. So it'll be at merch stands near whenever I'm on a show, but they're also on Pro Wrestling Tees and also at brainbustertees.com.
are any one of those sites up right now and going?
Uh, we'll keep it. I can't say anything until I make the post. Just keep your eyes out for it.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying they got a sale that start up real soon. So what I'm saying, put that post out there. You know what I'm saying? Might drive some sales.
Hmm.
You feel me? Harleen, mm-mm. Let's go into your brain for a second, the mind of a killer.
Okay.
What's your favorite submission move?
Oh, my favorite submission move. It sounds a little biased because I use it all the time, but I do like the crossface.
The crossface. Okay.
Okay.
What's your favorite let's say heavy attack move like body slam or uh spine buster, or you got one of them?
I do like a power slam. If you don't do it right, and I have the timing with it sometimes. I prefer watching other people do it though.
Mm,
But I do like a power slam.
okay. Um, can we talk about this? So whenever a technical match happens,
Mhm.
I'll be up in the morning and stuff, doing my thing, and I might say something about it. But then coming right on my timeline, I see Harleen Lopez making some type of comment like, "Oh, this was fire the way they." I'm like, "Yo, she got me hyped," and I just watched this. She hyping it up even more. Uh, do you have a favorite match of this past year?
Oh my goodness, that's a hard one. Uh, okay. There's too many. There's too many. But I just recently rewatched Danielson and Claudio from when the hell was it? It was for the tournament coming up.
For Collision?
Don't remember when it was though, because I'm forgetting my days.
Was
But
it the
that
Collision match?
recent match I love. Hmm?
Was it the Collision match where they was kicking each
Yes,
other in the? Oh, okay, yeah, yeah.
I do love that one. That one's great. There's so many matches out there, and so many of them. Whenever it happens, I am quick to like appreciate it right away though. So but like that was like probably the recent one that I've watched that was from this year that I can remember.
Okay, okay. So before we wrap up here, we're doing this thing called four for 2024. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Yeah, so corny, but I like it. Uh, if you could have four matches, oh yeah, we let's go into your
Cool.
mind. We can already break this. We can already chop this up a few times. If you could have four special attraction matches, steel cage, tables, ladders, chairs, whatever.
Okay.
Do you have four of those matches you would have?
Well, obviously not within the next year, but within any time span of
Yeah,
wrestling,
anytime span
I
of
would say
wrestling.
that.
Yeah, this is not the four in 2024. This is anytime span.
Maybe a steel cage match. Um, this is bold, but maybe a war games match. Okay, I feel like that's kind of like within the same realm.
It's two
I
different.
do want to have at least one hardcore match. Doesn't matter where it is. Let it be H2O, let it be wherever. I just want to have that one match just to say I did that.
Mm.
Obviously not a ladder match because I do not fly. So that would be terrifying.
I see you come off the ropes though.
Ever so rarely. Harleen Lopez likes to keep it mat grounded though, but
Okay.
ever so rarely do I leave my feet. That is terrifying.
Uh, let's see. Cause you're vegetarian. What's your four favorite foods?
What favorite foods? So I am vegan, so most of these things that I do mention is gonna be vegan based. But I do love when it's vegan pizza. I love that. Big obsessed. Whenever there's pasta, like vegan pasta, and when it's made well, I absolutely love that. Oh my God, you said four. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not a big fan of any vegan burgers, sadly. Most of them just they get boring most of the time. Anything with barbecue. So like vegan. So let's say if it's like vegan steak or like vegan barbecue, love that. Um,
Do do you because I don't know, do you put barbecue sauce on it or
yeah. So let's say if it's like I don't know, like vegan. Like so let's say it's like a vegan like a steak almost because it's not really an actual steak. If you put barbecue sauce on it, that's not like honey based. Then I love that.
okay.
Um, I need one more, right? Anyone?
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
was just out of place. This is like probably like my favorite like restaurant ever that has vegan items. They're called Good Beat. That's mainly in like the North Jersey area. They make killer vegan tacos. So like they have probably like the best place for vegan tacos.
Vegan tacos. Okay. I think what is jackfruit? You had that?
I have, yes. It depends on like how they cook it. Sometimes it could be disgusting though.
Facts. That's very true.
Oh yeah.
The wrong person make it. You be like, nah, I shouldn't have did this. Uh, so the original question, I was gonna ask four people you wanted to face, or if you
Oh,
could face four people in 2024, who would those four people be?
okay. This is still out there, and I still want to have a match with her, maybe multiple matches. But Christina Marie, number one. I feel like that is very much possible within the near future. Um,
I didn't
I
know
would
that.
say Amira that we just mentioned recently. She is so talented, and I would love to be in the ring with her one day. Um, this might be like an oddball one that comes out of nowhere, but Cosmic. I want to be in the ring with Cosmic at least.
Oh,
Um,
come on, you got a list going right now.
what's that?
I said you got a list going right now. I actually like the
Yeah,
list. Okay.
big list. We need a fourth one. Hmm. I don't know within the next year it'll be possible, but I feel like it's possible like in the future. But I would love to have a match with Hot Sauce Tracy Williams.
Hot sauce. Yeah.
Hmm.
Y'all know who hot sauce is. Him and Lee Moore. Already had a banger on Ring of Honor.
Yes.
He got some more matches, but I know the one with him and Lee really stuck out to me and everything.
Yes. Dude, Lee Moriarty, amazing. Amazing. Big fan.
Yes. I saw this video. Um, I want to play it. I can't play it with the music though, because YouTube would
Oh
get me.
no! That's my face again.
Too, because if they don't know who Harleen Lopez is, they got to see this video. You know what I'm saying? She come out to the ring. You do not look 5'2".
Oh, come on.
Come
Once you
on.
see me with my opponent, of course. Yeah, so this is just a little snippet of a highlight reel that I'm going to be posting on my YouTube channel.
Harleen Lopez on the YouTube channel coming soon. Also coming soon to probably an area near you if you don't know. Um, I don't want to say too much, but some people asked me some questions, so I hope they reached out to her and everything, you know, to make sure everything cool. So, but Harley, I want to get you a little hype because, tomorrow is the 29th.
Hmm.
And I don't know, you facing uh little mean Kathleen. You know what
Hmm.
I'm saying? She she real mean
Yeah.
out here. And I can't think of her name, but I know it's La Chica. She got the same name as somebody else who was talking about me, and somebody was talking about they was beefing. Um, are you prepared for little mean Kathleen? Because she's a character.
Oh, yeah. So I've been wanting to have a match with her for a while, and I feel like if anyone can match her irritating little voice, it'll probably be me. So it'll definitely will be
I saw that. I was like, "Hey, you gotta see this. Is it gonna be available to watch on IWTV or?"
I don't believe so, but I do know right after the event wraps up, there will be footage uploaded and also a DVD you can purchase. LVAC has like the Let's Hangouts like every other month. So like those are the ones that are not necessarily streamed. They're just for the local like area. That's for like the Bethingham area for those fans. It's very much exclusive, very much like small knit. But we did sell out, so that's pretty sweet. But the footage will be uploaded as literally it'll be on my YouTube as soon as I get the footage.
Say less. Like I said, she will have a match that debuts tomorrow on her YouTube channel. Like she premieres the matches. Like she sets you a time, you know what I'm saying? If you turn on your notifications, you get that, and then boom, you can watch the match right there. You keep track of what she is doing as a wrestler out here, as somebody you should know for 2024. You should have been paying attention to in 2023. We just bringing people on that we feel like you should have in your area, your mind, as somebody who's gonna be big out here. Embrace it, Harley. You want it. I mean, because get it out now. You being nervous right now, take a break for yourself. But when you blow up, take it all in. You deserve it all.
Mm, I appreciate that.
In 2024, what should the people expect from
In 2024, a lot of the stuff that I've been doing already, but I'm gonna go if not twice as harder. I just like for like a goal for 2024, I just want to be seen as a valuable talent to no matter like what promotion I am on. I want to be seen as valuable. I want to be seen as someone you can invest in. I want to be someone that when you could be put on their poster, you can like count on them for like be able to get those tickets sold. And I don't know, dude, I love professional wrestling. So like this is just something that I've been passionate about forever and I want to show it in my work and in my craft.
Catch wrestling. If you if y'all want to trade anywhere, you better go to hey, you got the right thing. Cause you know when I heard it, I was like, them the right people to be around. They gonna get you to where you need to be. And you love your submission moves.
Yes.
Before we get there, gotta make you big one more time. Don't say nothing about your head. You good. You good. Uh, you gotta put yourself over. Let the people know your social media ways they can follow you, even though we've been saying it through this whole time. Anything else you want to let them know because you got shirts and everything coming soon, just put yourself over.
All right. So I'm more ready to this time than last time. You could follow me on my Twitter or X, so that's going to be Harleen X Lopez underscore. Instagram, it's Jazz 20 Soda with an underscore. YouTube, Facebook, all that jazz is going to be Harleen Lopez. You can get my merch on Pro Wrestling Tees, Brainbuster Tees, and then come out to the two shows that I'm going to be at after tomorrow. So that is going to be a Bree Combination Wrestling, and that's going to be something that has not been announced yet, but stay tuned for the announcement for Speedball's next fighter team show.
You said another show tomorrow, or
No, for tomorrow, yeah. So tomorrow is LVAC, of course, though. But I'm talking about at the end of January, after I finally.
oh, after your break is over?
Yes, yes.
Okay, you coming in swinging at the end of January?
Oh yeah. They better be prepared, everybody.
All right, the middle of January. You mentioned somebody's name. She supposed to come through. We're gonna talk to her about it. See how possible that match can be. Uh, but if they know who we talking about, if they don't know who we talking about, they'll find out. It'll be a courageous conversation. But Miss Harleen Lopez, as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you, thank you, thank you for giving us some time out of your day, guys. You just pay attention to what she's doing. Watch her promos. Call her Muscle Mommy.
Ah, God
Make
damn. No.
her embrace it. She tweeted it. We gonna make her embrace it.
Good God. What
Once
have I
a
done?
once a week, once a week, I'm gonna call you a Muscle Mommy so you can embrace it.
Good Lord.
How, uh-oh. So, thank you, Harleen, and we appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's always fun. Thank
All
you.
right. Bye.